Good evening. Good evening. Wow, we have got so many technical issues going on. I actually looked at the Twitch follower list there and thought Toto Wolf had followed us. It's Totoff001. Maybe it is Toto Wolf. Maybe he's under disguise.
Could be.
Yeah, maybe he's looking for a Mercedes Dream Team commentator team.
Maybe.
Just putting that out there. Yeah. I don't know where he'd find them, but you know, he could find one somewhere.
You're married, probably. No doubt.
Oh, Lord Helcham der Est. Oh, that's quite a title. Wonder if he is a lord.
Could be.
Anyway, good evening. We are going to be talking about racing at some point. Maybe not tonight, but at some point. We have the second and basically last race to decide who is going to represent TOGA at the SRO Championship. This is exciting stuff. This is probably why we don't have as many racing tonight, and I've said this before, I wouldn't sign myself up for this. Like other championships I would, but not when you have, a 2:16.2. Like, that is easily 5 seconds quicker than my best time round Spa. And I know Hayden's, are you 2:18 or are you into the 2:17s now?
I can just about get into the 17s.
Yeah.
Before I got banned from LFM, I could get into the 17s.
Oh my god, have you got kicked off LFM again?
Yeah, I got a 28-day ban.
What the hell did you do?
I'll save it for later.
Oh, right, okay. Oh my, a 28-day, that's quite extreme. That is not just a little waggy finger. Anyway, we'll gloss over that at the moment. Welcome in anyway. We have got the best Dream Team commentator team that you could ever ask for in Hayden and myself. We have got our awesome, amazing stewards stewarding tonight as well, making sure everything runs as smoothly as possible. Marek, good evening. Good to see you again. Long time no see. That I am being sarcastic. So Spa. Spa is, for me, Spa is such more iconic than Nordschleife, and I'm going to get hate for saying that, but it is. Spa, for me, I would drive 400 laps on instead of having to drive one lap in Nordschleife. I'm just putting that out there now.
That's fair.
I know Spa has a special place in your heart as well.
Yeah, 100%. I do. I must admit, it's probably controversial, this, but Nordschleife just hasn't hit the same since it's dropped. Don't get me wrong, I did, race on it for a bit on like open lobbies and stuff, and did a few races and that, but I didn't really get involved with it, and I haven't really got involved with it at all after that. I've sort of dropped it, and would I say it's a waste of money? No, probably not, but it's just, I've got it, so if I ever need to use it, I will use it.
And we obviously, we need it for when we're commentating and stewarding and things as well, so it is a necessity for us. But, even in GT5, GT4, any simulation that I raced in, I just avoided Nordschleife like the plague. It doesn't interest me, and I think it's the length. I don't have the that was dedication from the Mustang there, straight into the barrier to avoid hitting the person coming out. That's
Christ.
That was different. But you're just not fast enough on 8 minutes. I am not. I probably had 10 minutes easily, Marek. You know how slow I am. I've proved to you how slow I am. So, yes, welcome in, everybody. We are here for 1.5 hours of the Spa, and we have some very, very fast drivers. Look at even the top 5, 6/10 separate them at the moment, with ridiculous times. So I think it's going to be a good race. There aren't a huge amount of teams racing tonight, but the ones that are racing are lightning quick. A 2:15.6. What is Cardinal on in that Porsche?
That is a fast car. I don't think I've ever seen. Someone's just left.
Yeah, it was a Mustang. It was a Mustang that was watching, literally just left. So I don't know, maybe he's had an issue or not. But wow, 2:15.6. Yeah. Two Porsches.
I don't think I've ever seen a 2:15 ever.
No. and certainly
not
not.
when I've commentated.
No,
Yeah.
I was just about to say not in TOGA, and we have got some very very fast drivers. But wow, 2:15. And so we've got 2 Porsches, we've got 1 token gestured Ferrari, and the rest are McLarens. But it is what it is. The McLaren showroom is open for business. And we'll see how it goes. We've got 15 minutes left of qualifying. We'll have a look at Cardinal just now, just see if we can improve over it. I mean, De Groot down in P10 is 1.8 seconds up at the moment, so I mean that's going to certainly fire them up a little bit, and hopefully we can see Callum Jones and the rest of the drivers improve. What I do very, very quickly want to touch on tonight, Marek McLaren power is, and Marek's a McLaren guy as well, so he's loving it. We are officially tomorrow night, Monday night, and Tuesday night from 7 PM British Summer Time until about 9:30 PM. We're going to have coaching sessions or mentoring sessions, whatever way you want to describe it. I've kind of called it mentoring because I can't coach people. I can't coach people at all. But if I can mentor someone with some race etiquette or something along those lines, racing lines, breaking points, anything like that, I can do that. Coaching for me means I'm trying to improve someone to be quicker, and I can't do that. But I can do the basics and then hand someone over to someone who is quick, and then they can then take them on. So 2 streams, Monday and Tuesday night, will be live with the mentoring sessions that we're going to do. We're going to have 2 students. One is Marek, who's Emerius in the Twitch chat, the YouTube chat, and we've got Sharwin, who is normally here as well. We're going to basically be focusing on racing, so we're going to be looking at trying to be on each other's bumpers and see how each other do under pressure and threatening to send dive bombs to see how people react. Things like that help try and improve their safety rating as well. Sharwin, congratulations to him, has just got his LFM license. And Mr. Marek, who was not quite sure about Paul Ricard, and he's about 2 seconds quicker than what the license time is. He just needs his consistency now, so huge congratulations to Marek as well. Samuel, wait, is Callum doing solo? I don't know if he is doing solo or not.
No, he's with Elias.
Yep, Elias and Callum, and it's strange to see Callum's name next to a McLaren.
It is weird, isn't it?
That is weird.
Yeah.
That doesn't sit right with me. Callum needs to get back into the Boatley. And
can I just say?
Yep.
Sorry.
No, you go.
I jumped over you.
No.
It's been a while since we. Just to let you know that we have got all areas covered today. Literally, we've got everything covered. So we are live YouTube and Twitch on sort of like long form content. We are live on TikTok, and we're live on YouTube Shorts content as well. So if you're watching us from any of those platforms, welcome. Don't forget to follow, like, subscribe, thumbs up, whatever you want to comment, whatever you want to do it. So between me and Mac, we are literally live in 4 places,
and hundreds of countries.
And hundreds of countries, to millions of people. So, if we can get a small few of you to press the like button, follow us, and all that fun stuff in between, that'd be absolutely fantastic.
Oh man, and this is the thing. So we are basically the Rupert Murdochs of the sim racing community. If you don't know who he is, you just need to search and you'll find out who he is. We because at the end of the day, we want to reach as many people as possible to bring them into this amazing community. And if we had taken the likes of Marek and Sharwin, who discovered us on Twitch or discovered us on YouTube, and all of a sudden are now improving in their times, improving their race etiquette, and gaining some confidence to jump into doing multiplayer racing, whether it's LFM. I know that Marek's desperate for rookies, so if we can get him teed up for having a bit of confidence, then that's going to be even better. But yeah, so we want to reach out to all you beautiful people who maybe don't have YouTube, maybe don't have Twitch, maybe TikTok's your only thing, maybe YouTube Shorts is your only thing. If you are on any platform, we have in our bios, especially on YouTube and Twitch, our bios have got our Discord link. Come in, say hello, have a look around, and then go from there. But we appreciate all your likes, hint hint, nudge nudge, YouTube people. We like follows on Twitch. We like throwing kangaroos in with ice creams or whatever it is you do on TikTok. I've no idea. Hayden will be able to introduce me. So many people's liveries aren't loading, and I don't know why. Yeah, so there you go. So, hopefully I'm saying this right. Spewberg Racing actually sent me a DM with their livery tonight, just to make sure it loads. So,
okay.
yeah, we've got a few liveries not showing up, and that will be down to something on their end on Awesome, because I updated it like 6 times. Like, we're getting that paranoid now at Toga. We do it that many times, but
yeah, I think there's been a new feature on Awesome Sim Racing that it doesn't download the JSON file that goes with delivery. So it downloads the assets, as in the DDS files and all that stuff, but you have to go in. So this is annoying, right? You have to go into the actual car and press a little download button, and it downloads the downloads the JSON file. Yeah. I've noticed that with some of our liveries at TOGA Esports, is that we've uploaded it.
Yep.
But it doesn't show. It doesn't show delivery.
Wow, that's depressing. How to make things difficult when they don't need to be. Samuel, there's only 10 people racing. There were 11, but unfortunately the Mustang has, I don't know, found a better field to be in and decided to go and do that, but the Fjord has gone. So yeah, we have the token Ferrari, 2 Porsches and some McLarens just sprinkled in amongst everything. So why are you not racing tonight, Samuel? More to the point, you're a quick guy. You could be in here. You could be challenging.
You could have done.
You could have been. Could have been, should have been, would have been. Marek, sadly, this is the second round, and some of people not showing after first round. Do you know? Yeah, it is, and I think. Oh, Sammy, I would have teamed up with you if only you wanted to be last. I'm just saying that now because that's exactly where we would have been, unless you were going to drive for, 89.5 minutes and qualify and do everything else, and then I jump in for the final lap. But even then, I could probably lose a lot of places in the final lap. So
depends how far you're out in front.
Oh man, I think this is a specialised niche race, and I think that's why we're not seeing our 30+ grid that we normally have. And as I said earlier on, it goes back to confidence. I mean, Hayden, you might have had confidence to enter this. There's no way I could have.
100% would have done this. I'm not fast. I'm not a 2:15 fast by a long way, but I mean, I would be I could get inside the top 10.
Well,
I'm joking. But I could definitely sort of be mid-pack, I'd say, with a fast teammate. And I don't mind. Well, you know me. I'm not fussed about really. I'm not fast, but I'll give anything a go.
Absolutely.
I'm banned off LFM, but I'll just give it a go, and see what happens. I really like Spa. To be fair, I actually improved my driving massively in the BMW at Spa, like after going LFM, which is really good. So
that's awesome. You've only got 28 days left before you can do it again.
Yeah, I'm basically missing like every
Silverstone.
the rest of the championship. Yeah, I'm missing like the whole rest of the season. I can't race.
So what I haven't asked this to Hayden, and at the end of the day, Hayden's owner, so I always seek permission, but run things past him. But I am looking to maybe do 2 or 3 daytime streams for LFM, like Silver. I can't remember what the 45-minute one is. It's not a brutal one. It's Suzuka.
Okay. Yeah.
But so I might do a bit of a Rory Alexander. I might do a few streams, maybe 2 or 3 hours in the mornings, and just chill out with you guys, and you can have a laugh at me going around Silverstone.
Yeah, that's fair.
I might even still use a Lexus just to be funny, just to be ironic. If you restart the server after quality, then I can race for fun. Callum saying, hey guys, not happy about Spa or the McLaren, but happy to be racing with the Elias at least. And that, I think, Hayden, is such a great mentality to have, from what Callum's just said.
Yeah, 1,000,000%. Like, we knew that tonight numbers will be low because really, so obviously if people don't know, we're taking the top fastest team or the team that wins this championship, if you like, this 2-race championship, and they will represent TOGA Motorsport in the upcoming SRO Grand Finals, which I believe are in September. So the winners will obviously have the opportunity to race as TOGA in TOGA livery and compete against other communities that have put on races. So look, if we had like 2 or 3 teams that we were allowed to enter 2 or 3 teams, obviously I think the grid would be much bigger.
Yep.
But obviously we're only putting 1 through, so that would make sense why the numbers are what they are. But it's good that we've got 10.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, to be honest though, the top 2 are only separated by 0.004 or 0.003 of a second, and 3 and 4 have got exactly the same.
They have.
Lap time.
Look at that! Wow.
Yeah, so,
I haven't seen that very often.
Yeah, no. So actually, the grid is ridiculous. The top 4 are in the 2:15s, which is
bizarre. Like, wow. I mean, I don't know what Jardair can do, but 2:15 must be quite close to alien pace. But yeah, Samuel's getting sick of. Oh, he's starting to hate the Mustang, Samuel. Oh dear. Yeah, that's not good.
You can't, is it bad work when always playing their tools? And Ballsy Bunny, welcome in on TikTok, man. Appreciate you.
I was watching Elias there because Elias was 5/10 up on the quickest lap time of that TOGA Motorsports McLaren, but it was invalidated and he ended up with a little bit of oversteer causing him to go off. So Elias, I think, is going to be in a charge. If he kept doing what he was doing, in fact, what he did improve.
McKinley Montfleury is a legend and subscribed to the channel.
Thank you so much, McKinley. Very much appreciated. Please check out our bio for the YouTube and you'll be able to find Discord link. It's PC only for ACC at the moment. But we also have people who don't race who are in there, so yeah, absolutely.
And Ballsy Bunny, Ballsy Bunny, thank you very much for the follow on TikTok as well. Thank you. Sorry.
Samuel, you had 2 hours of Watkins incident with the Mustang, qualified P3, less than a 10th off P2, fighting. I hate this love heart that YouTube decides is great to put in the middle of it. Yeah. For 6 laps. The other side. It should be, or it should just go away. For 6 laps, then the tyres died, no pace, ended P7. Oh, Samuel. Time to go back to Porsche, I think. Just saying. So, yeah. I think the Mustang is more a novelty at the moment. I'm going to be controversial and say that. It's a nice looking car. The Mustang, the Fjord. If anyone's going, why is he calling it a Fjord? Just listen to Jardair trying to pronounce Ford, and it comes out as Fjord. So yeah, it's now a Fjord Mustang. It drives a bit like a Fjord, you know, a huge, big, great cavernous thing in the Scandinavia. But Elias looking to try and improve. He could maybe eke into P8 here at the moment. He's showing green. But
yeah, he's doing well actually. 2 temps now coming into the bus stop. It's he's actually gained a bit more time. That's actually a good lap. Yep. Yeah, nice from Elias.
Maybe 2 positions. That invalid lap, was it?
No. I think that's race control. Oh. I'm sure it's memeing us because that was 2 temps up in my lap.
Yeah.
And he done a 2:17. No, sorry. What did he do? I can't see what he done. I'm not sure what his last lap time was, but yeah, that on my screen that said that he was 2 temps up on his fastest lap.
Yeah.
That's weird.
So at the moment, Van Thielen with the Porsche is actually holding the fastest speed in the speed trap with 275 kilometers an hour.
Oh, wow! If
it was an out-and-out race, just flat out, I think the Ferrari would be there. Sargsian is a couple of tenths up as well. Unfortunately, it's not going to help unless he can get into the 4 or 5 tenths improvement. But certainly giving it everything for the FAA Armenia team at the moment.
But I will say, P2 Witvoit is currently up enough to take pole. Not even a 10th up, like half a tenth up at the moment.
Yep.
But he only needs 3 temps. He's now a 10th up.
Wow.
fastest time.
Wow.
Oh no,
Oh,
he's
he's
dropped
lost it
off
all.
now. He lost it all now. Yeah, he's lost
I
it
don't know if the Ferrari. I mean, the Ferrari did move out its way, but I don't know if the Ferrari maybe just distracted a little bit.
Okay.
Causing
Yeah,
that, but that would have been a battle for P1. Elias now 3/10 up on his time again, coming into the final sector of Spa. So can he hold on to that? That again, if race control is correct, would actually knock him maybe up into P6. P7, not P6. If he can continue that time, but commentators curse as always. Van Thielen,
you do that all the time.
Yeah, Van Thielen's in a Ferrari.
Now you said Porsche, but
oh, did I? Oh, my bad. I'm sorry.
No, it's all right.
He is the fastest, but I do want to say, like, race control's messing up again. So, Vit Viot in P2 is actually the fastest in Sector 2 out of everyone by two tenths. So yeah, there's still plenty to play for, and Cardinal is actually back in the pits. He's had enough. He's ran out of time.
And Van Thielen is what, 2 temps up right now?
Yes.
On my screen.
Yep.
Unless that's race control memeing us again.
Yeah, it could be.
Could be. Alex is in the chat saying, "Congrats on the new car, Mac." And,
thank you,
Hayden and Matt. I'm doing fantastic.
Thank you. I'm doing awesome. So I received the keys to my new car. It is a Mercedes AMG A35 Touring Edition, and I absolutely love it. If anyone wants to see it, I can stick it in the Discord general. I didn't want to be that guy to send it to everyone and boast about it. That now I'm sitting on a stream boasting about it, but it's a little bit different. But I absolutely love it. I had an A35 before, but it was the premium model, whereas they've now changed it all, and this is a touring one, and I just love it. Absolutely love it. Unfortunately, I need to wait 1,000 miles before I can let it kick down properly and put it in Sports Plus and actually let it go, but it sounds so good. Anyway, that's
all. We can go into that, but I find that really strange that they don't provide you a car where they've not, quote, run it in. Van Thielen puts in a stonking lap at the end. P3. It goes P3.
Wow. Well done. Absolutely stonking last lap. Held it all together. And, he's only 1.5 tenths behind. That's not that much, especially in Spa. Parts of the grid are spaced out a little bit, but all the drivers are now complete. They've all crossed the line. They have now had it. But again, Vit Viot must be looking at Sector 2 going, I can do it in Sector 2. Let's try and do it in Sector 1 as well. But Cardinal absolutely smashing it out of the park with a 2:15.650.
Insane. That's insane. That's really insane.
Utterly insane. So we're going to do our fancy stuff again, where we'll go to a beautiful cutscene of the Nordschleife, because I didn't have time to do a spa video today. So you'll just need to look at the Nordschleife for a minute. But we'll go through the track, the full grid, in just a minute. I'll let Hayden know when I'm ready, and he can let you know the...
whilst you do that, so Ballsy Bunny, no, these are closed fixed races. So if you head over to my bio, or our bio, sorry, I should say, and you'll see all the links to all of our Discord and all of our social media. Drop us on SimGrid. Find us on SimGrid and drop a follow on SimGrid, and then you have the opportunity to join those races. Find a race that's most suited for you, and then you're more than welcome to join it. But sorry, I am ready when you are.
Okay, and we are good to go.
So we've got Emmanuel Cardinal and his teammate on pole. When we have Vit Vot, I think that's how you pronounce it, on P2. Van der Bauer, which is obviously Van Thielen, in P3. Tempest is currently on P4. Watch out for Tempest. They are really quick on race trim. Louisianas, oh God, P5. Mickey Luck in P6. Callum in P7 with Elias. Sargerson in P8. Vanderberg P9. And last but not least is Colatrini in P10. That was an easy. That wasn't easy. That
was horrible. You're going to have to learn this track walk so that you can punish other people. this is going to be 90 minutes. So 90 minutes of racing where the fastest of fast are going to basically go into a pretty much professional alien paced championship for SRO representing TOGA Motorsport.
Yeah.
So there's a lot at stake. This isn't a cuddly toy or a TOGA marked pen or a pillow that you can cry into. This is actually giving you access into some of the fastest drivers in sim racing ever in the world and fighting against them. So there's a lot at stake. There is a lot at stake.
There really is.
You were absolutely right about Tempest. Tempest was blowing it out of the water last week. So it can only
they're
be...
fast.
Yeah.
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 I think it's not... Sorry, it's not done and dusted from quali.
No.
Put it that way.
No.
I think it's going to be 9... As much as there's only 10 people on the grid, I think it's going to be actually quite an intense race.
Yeah.
For the next 90 minutes. One mandatory pit stop for fuel and tyres, and a 15-minute pit window. If my maths is correct, I'm sure someone corrected me the other day. Isn't it like 45 minutes? No. I can't remember what it was. I'm embarrassed now. I'm sure it was something along those lines where it was like 45 plus 45 or something like that, or 35 and 35. And then
was that a 10-minute pit window in the middle?
15.
15-minute pit window, so that takes 1 hour 15 at 60, 75. So that'll be like a 37.5.
That's it. 37.5
okay?
minutes. Yeah, that's it.
Did you hear the confidence I had in my maths there when I went 37.5? I think.
Yeah. I remember it now.
Yeah.
Sorry, and the aviation guy on our YouTube short saying, "Am I an av geek, aviation geek?" Yes, I am.
We all are, to be fair. I love aviation. I love, like, my dad used to fly radio controlled planes and helicopters and all that kind of stuff. Everyone, I think the majority of people in TOGA are quite into AV as well. So
yes.
Yeah, absolutely. Is he an actual pilot, or is he?
I don't know. I didn't click on his bio. He just says that aviation guy is his profile name.
Okay.
So, I think he's actually replying to Alex, but but we're all aviation nerds here.
Yeah,
so,
we are. We're all big plane geeks. Just putting it on Twitch. Why no liveries? Because they haven't uploaded them properly, is what I'm going to say. Because everyone else's are loaded fine. And I had, obviously, as I said earlier on, one of the guys actually messaged me directly on Discord and sent me the livery so I could have it locally on my PC, which is great because it means I can go and race in LFM with their liveries. And I don't think they've realised that you know, if I decided to be some kind of horrible person, you know, I could do a whole torpedo in turn 1 somewhere with their livery. I'd be the only one that sees it, right enough, but you know, I wouldn't do that. But so that's how obliging we are, that if people are struggling with awesome sim racing livery, Hayden has done an in-depth video about it which tells you step by step how to do it. We give each other advice in Discord, but if there is a huge rush last minute, I am happy, and so are the other commentators, to take a local copy of the livery onto the PC. So that's why
Yeah, I do think there's a bug with the software though.
Yeah,
it should download them all and it should work when you press sync liveries, but for some reason it's not doing what we want it to do. So
if only we knew some software developers that could maybe do something.
I know, right? I know.
If only.
Yeah, well, maybe it should go on the list.
the huge long list of many hundreds of things.
Yeah, it's genuinely possible to do, but it's something that we've just not even had a chance to do.
Yeah, hey Sharwin, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. Callum, you're not starting the race, by the way. Haha, okay, right. Well, we gave you a shout out anyway. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Elias is starting.
Elias,
it's not with Callum's name though.
It did at the start. Yeah, ACC was a bit slow in the old uptake. Sharwin, just in time for the start, you got yourself a lovely beer. Oh, what kind of beer are you drinking tonight?
And also, Sharwin, your setup looks amazing in Discord, by the way. Just for it in Discord.
The cable management, you are wow. Like, if anyone doesn't know what we're talking about, Sharwin has just recently got a rig And oh man, like it just looks amazing. So Sharwin, I don't even want to know how long that took you, not only to build but to get it set up and get all the cable management done. Absolute legend, and huge congratulations on your LFM license as well. You've smashed it out of the park.
Yeah, amazing.
Here we go. They're all lining up now, as we can see, getting in grid formation, ready for the 70 km/h limit that they're going to get. Everyone making sure they're all set up. There's 3 abreast at one point. They're obviously, this is what they do. They're basically trying to heat their brakes up and everything else. We do actually know what we're talking about sometimes.
Do we?
Well, I don't know. I like to try and think we do, but yeah, it's.
Sorry, I just had a bit of a sneezing fit there. 1 second.
Oh man.
Fever.
Oh man, do you suffer from fever? Oh, that's horrible.
Well, it's just come on all of a sudden.
Okay. Beer will maybe help that, I hear, as a medication.
No, I can go and get one. That's fine. I can get one.
Yeah.
Right, the longest ever green flag lap. It's like Imola here. But hopefully we should get through this without a red flag. I've jinxed it now, haven't I?
Yeah. There's only 10. How can it be a red flag? But yeah, absolutely. We've green, we're racing. We have got 10 cars, all vying for P1 slot into Radio Rouge, onto the Kemmel Straight. Oh!
Tempest goes really wide there.
Wow.
That's good riding, but we're all through Rouge for the first time. That McLaren has got a hell of a toe on that Ferrari, hasn't it?
Look at it.
Literally. They're all, look at them all.
They have.
They're all jostling. Oh my God. Who's going to send it then?
Three wide going in. Oh my goodness, this is tasty. Oh, now that is
driving from those,
yeah. I was just about to say that is how proper fast race. Oh my goodness!
Is that Tempest off? Is that Tempest?
Yeah, I don't know if he caught the back of the 296 as he was trying to move there, and there was a very delayed reaction to it, but that's cost them a little bit of time. But these drivers know exactly what they're doing, so if they're side by side, they've got confidence to know that they're going to make it work in some way, shape and form. So unfortunately the top 3 don't have their liveries loaded properly, although I don't know about the 296 because that's actually quite a shiny livery. So but yeah, Tempest already to 8/10ths down from Van Thielen in P2. That 296 is looking to get past that McLaren. Look how close it is.
I think we had the same conversation. Sorry, yeah, CB. This is Spa. I was just saying Imola has quite a long green flag like that. I think we mentioned this last week when we were on about tyre deg on the Porsche. I'm pretty sure we did have the same conversation. So I wonder how that Porsche is set up here at Spa. I mean, I know McLaren is on quote OP. It's supposed to be the dominant car at Spa, but we'll see what we could do. The Ferrari thinks about a lunge into the bus stop. Wow,
that was close.
Yeah. But Van Thielen has got his work cut out tonight because, well, Van Thielen is obviously a much better driver than me because I drove the Ferrari around here and it was, he's going to go for a lunge down the inside into the first corner. Oh, a little nudge from the rear.
That was a little kiss from behind.
Yeah, just a touch. I don't want to kiss it too much because that'll damage it. But the Ferrari is, well, quite a handful up Eau Rouge. We'll see what Van Thielen does.
That was quite a lunge. Oh, my God.
It was a big lunge. It was a real big
that
lunge.
was.
They've both gone really wide, though. That's track limits for both of them. And Tempest behind. That's track limits for him as well. But we'll see if the McLaren has got the pace. Did you say the Ferrari had the fastest in the speed trap? It did, didn't it?
Yep, by about 7 kilometres an hour. Wow, they're weaving back and forward here.
Jinky, aren't they? I told you, this could be 90 minutes of us going, ooh.
I know, making stupid noises all night. Ooh, ah. Oh, Elias has got a Porsche beside him. Oh, it's over the close. These two battling it out. He's also got
cameras everywhere.
We do, I know. We need like 10 cameras just to cover all this.
That is a move up the inside from the other McLaren, the orange McLaren. That was insane. But Elias has got the inside line for the next corner. They both ran out wide, but there's another McLaren. They're side by side then. This could be spicy.
Interesting, exactly. So Elias is obviously having to brake more, so he's not running into the side of that McLaren, which is causing him a bit of issue. But the The McLaren at the back. I don't know why race control. Why is it showing there's a Porsche in the middle of all this? There's not. The Porsche's ahead now. Race control's broken again. So De Groot, I'm assuming, is the orange McLaren who's battling really hard. But Sargison, who was further up the grid. Oh,
he's got a big slide. Oh,
wow.
Slide
that was not what you wanted. Just too eager on the right
slide
pedal. But Sargison was looking to pick the pocket of both of them. Van Thielen, he's not quite shaking Vitviot, but he's now, unfortunately, 1.5 seconds behind that Porsche. So, I as Hayden said, tyre degradation, the placement of fuel tank, maybe I think Cardinal's on a charge to try and make as much of a gap as possible before pits, before he hands it over to his teammate. All tucking themselves in now.
I can't remember who the faster drivers were. Can you, from last time around?
I think Cardinal was the faster of the two.
I think you're right.
Only marginally, because he was creating quite a gap for himself.
Yeah, it's true. Oh, that looked like track limits.
That looked like track limits to me as well.
Yeah.
Both the McLaren and the Ferrari taking both the same. Tempest was quite close, but he's kind of fallen back a little bit. So I don't know if he had an issue with Radian and Eau Rouge, but that
is interesting. Sorry, Todd Brown has said what pace at the minute. So obviously, bear in mind it's only lap 2. We're 2:17.2. So essentially, my fastest ever lap they've just done with basic fully race fuel.
Yep.
On lap 2 with tyres that aren't up to temperature yet. So which is just
that's depressing, isn't it? When you start laying everything out of why they're faster and it's depressing.
For these guys though. I mean, sometimes you just got practice. I know we say this a lot, but these guys have probably spent hundreds and hundreds of hours plus having a bag full of talent to be able to be this fast, isn't
absolutely
it?
Absolutely. I'm just going back to Vavreka because these two are battling hammer and tong as well. Beautiful pink and green McLaren with the Project 91 McLaren behind them as well. These two not giving up the fight. This is for P5, so there's still a lot to play for at the moment. We will have a look at the standings in a little while, just to refresh everyone's memories as well about where everyone finished and what the possible mathematical outcomes will be, because I'm sure Hayden's got his old calculator that's got a bit of paper on it that prints out every time you hit a button.
But I haven't. I've only got a button to ban Ollie. That's all.
That's all you need, to be honest.
No, that is true. But I think Tempest is actually slowly closing the gap onto the other two. By the way,
yeah, absolutely.
Just coming round now. I've just got to keep an eye on P2 and P3. So Van Thielen did a 2:17.0. Wittvoort done a 2:17.1. But 2:17.2 from Tempest. So it looks closer than it is, I think.
Yep.
The Ferrari is slowly just getting away. It was a tenth quicker last time around, and only 0.02 of a second slower than P1. P1 has got a slight advantage at the moment in this race. So we'll see what happens over the next hour and a bit.
Car 420 with a 5-second penalty with a push to pass on car 95 in lap 1. So that will be served at the pit stop the next time. So we are actually shocked because was there any even penalties last time? I don't think there was. So I mean,
there might have been a couple of them, but I don't remember that. They're not like
It's not a rookies. It's not a rookies where it was a sea of red. But I mean, these guys are all on point with everything they're doing. Everything is calculated, and I have to say, Cardinal not really able to eke more than 1.5 seconds out in front of these two just now. I know.
Yeah. I was going to say I was honestly going to say exactly the same thing.
Yeah.
He's not moving away as much, and I think. But that's the problem, right? When you've got faster drivers all a similar pace, that 1.5 advantage is going to stay there until someone makes a mistake.
Yep.
Because they're cancelling each other out, aren't they?
Yeah, absolutely. The fact that Van Thielen, although he's not really fighting with Vitviot, I'm pretty sure he knows exactly where that McLaren is at all times, but he is on a charge to try and get that 1.5 down. Now, in this kind of pace, 1.5 seconds is probably about 5 seconds for Hayden and myself, so that's just to give you an idea of the difference in how these guys are doing it. But they're absolutely, I mean, Van Thielen is throwing that and ragdolling that 296 as if it's just a piece of paper in the wind, and no loss of grip, no reaction from the car at all. So
we'll put it this way: so Van Thielen and Vitfort did exactly the same lap time last time round.
They absolutely did. Wow, that shows you how close this all is. I'm actually going to look at Speed Trap. Actually, now for the fastest car is Luitz in the 93 McLaren at 275 kilometers an hour.
That must be a tow. Surely that must be.
Yeah.
It's got to be, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Yeah, has to be a tow. But Elias then is actually closing the gap then on Van der Berg.
Yep.
Elias was 3 tenths quicker last time round with a 2:17.9. So Elias then is showing a real good pace. In fact, he was faster than not only Van der Berg, but the car 6, the 93 car.
Mm-hmm.
He was also quicker than, and car 224. So yeah, Elias and Callum looking strong in this opening 10 minutes.
Yep.
You know, McLaren's OP, isn't it? And obviously Elias and Callum are both really fast drivers as well.
Yep.
So
and
it helps.
The McLaren is Elias's go-to car for that. They'll probably take a bit of solace in the fact there's a 5 second for Vandenberg, who is a little bit up the road. He's not a lot up the road, but at the end of the day, that 5 seconds will feel like a long time when he's in the pits. You know, that at the moment is going to drop him down to P9 at least.
You lose so much time in the pits here.
Yeah. In fact, sorry, P10, no, P9. But that's heartbreaking to see. Sharwin, you don't get how they keep so much grip on the rear end when they're running onto the green curbs. It's just setup. I'll guarantee the majority of these drivers do a whole setup themselves. Or they would buy a setup from the likes of Coach Dave or Heimo, but then they would tweak it to their personal preference. Oh my goodness, that McLaren right onto the bumper of the 296 under braking.
Wivell is on a charge now. He's closed that gap massively. There we go. Yeah, it was what 4 thousandths of a second quicker. I know we're talking thousandths of a second, but that's making a massive difference in terms of the gap.
And now
he's going to be right in his toe, up Eau Rouge and down Radion.
Cardinal 2.1 seconds ahead now. So Van Thielen is dropping. Just look at the cars. How are they defying physics and gravity the way they do, going through Eau Rouge and Radion and onto the Camel Straight?
Down the Camel Straight now. That's 0.2 now, the gap between the two cars, but the Ferrari is probably just going to have enough on it. Yeah, he is, to be able to hold the place, just for now anyway, for at least a few more corners.
I think Vitviot might be sizing him up. He's had, 5 laps behind this car now. He'll know exactly where Van Thielen's braking, where he's turning in, where that 296 maybe isn't quite as good as the McLaren, or vice versa. So I think in the next lap or two, we might see more of an attacking drive from Vitviot to try and get past. You can see the 296 has eked out, 6 tenths from the Camel Straight. So there are strengths and weaknesses of all cars and all parts of track.
Yeah, a million percent. A million percent. Whilst a little plug here, whilst people are watching, if you wouldn't mind smashing like in the video, subscribing to us on YouTube if you're watching us on YouTube, and obviously if you're on Twitch, hit that follower button. That'd be absolutely fantastic.
Yep. Send us a love. Show us a love. Show us that we're doing a good job. Sharwin, you're very tempted to buy a 4090. You get crazy ghosting and only 60 FPS near 3060. Really?
He's running triples though, isn't he? I think.
Oh
Sharwin's,
yeah, that would explain why. Then I was about to say mine's okay, but yeah, I'm on a single for that.
I'm sure Sharwin's running a triple monitor setup, which I'm not envious at all, really.
No, not at all. Don't forget, Toga, we've also got the buy and sell option. I think we still do that, don't we?
Yeah, still there.
Where people
yeah,
can put in pieces of hardware that maybe upgrading they don't need anymore. You can put that in there. Maybe someone is looking to buy, and you know they don't want to buy a brand new one. But Toga's community is a bit more trusted. You know, you're not going to give someone something that's about to fall to pieces, because you get very quickly found out if that was the case. Van Thielen this time taking 2/10 out of Cardinal and eking himself out from Vitviot a little bit. So, I wonder if, I mean, that cannot be a comfortable position to be in for Van Thielen. You drop any time, you've got a McLaren behind you, you push as hard as you can, and you're still not catching the Porsche.
Yeah, and also, actually, the gap between Cardinal and Van Thielen is come down from 2 seconds to only 1.6. And actually, yeah, last time around was a 2:17 on the nose for Cardinal and a 2:16.8 from Van Thielen. So, yeah, it's definitely it swings one way and then swings straight back again the other way. Yeah,
it absolutely does. And their fastest laps, Cardinal was only 1/10 quicker than Van Thielen, both in the 2:16s. Cardinal with a 0.767 and Van Thielen with a 0.890. That is how close these guys are. And don't forget, this is full race fuel set up and everything. So we're not talking qualifying runs as such. So for a 2:16, when you've got a full loaded car, wow. We're just watching at the moment Sargesen heavily under pressure. Vavreka heavily under pressure from Sargesen at the moment. Both McLarens trying to outwit them each other just now, but the pink and green staying ahead at the moment. But is he going to cope with that? And coming up to the bus stop, this is going to be last of the late breakers, I think myself.
There's no way that he's going to be able to outbrake him. I mean, it's a long way back, isn't it? I mean, I've seen close.
Yeah. I think Van Thielen was about that distance when he sent it in in the turn. But yeah, absolutely sensible driving there from Sargesen, not wanting to take himself or the competitor out in front. But
because if you outbrake yourself, and it just screws you over for the next batch of corners, doesn't it? So
I wonder if Vitviot's had an issue. He's 1.3 seconds behind Van Thielen now.
Oh yeah, Christ! He's dropped back massively.
That's a lot. He's actually.
He's had a slow lap, hasn't he? For sure.
He because Tempest is now looking and seeing what he has got in his bag of tricks to try and maybe move himself up into the top 3.
Yeah, because Tempest done a 2:17.2 last time around, which is a 10th quicker than Vitfort. So yeah, I wonder if he's. I didn't see an off. Did you see an off anywhere? I don't think I did.
I didn't see anything either. But an off to these guys would probably be a very slight twitch and oversteer or understeer or something. We're talking
a slight outbraking or whatever. And yeah.
But it is interesting. Van Thielen, the last lap was a 2:16.9. Cardinal in P1 was a 2:17.2, and Vitviot in P3 was a 2:17.3. So Van Thielen is definitely on the charge, trying to keep hold of that Porsche. In fact, he's went for. I know he's yo-yoed slightly, but he's now back into the 1.2 second gap to the Porsche. So maybe he's seen Vitviot
coming down. Isn't it? Sorry.
No. I was just going to say, seeing Vitviot been going further backwards is maybe that little confidence boost just to put the foot down a bit more.
Yeah, this is going to be really interesting when it comes to pit stops, I think.
Yeah. I absolutely. It could make or break. I think so.
Yeah. That because obviously it only takes for, not getting away properly or, not hitting your pit not hitting your pit markers, and that's a second. A second is no time at all, is it really?
Absolutely.
So. Yeah, this is going to be close, I think, in terms of... I wonder if they're all going to box... I wonder if it's going to be like an anticlimax and they're all going to box at the same time.
That would be a bit depressing, wouldn't it?
Wouldn't it just?
What we really could do with some bollards coming up in the middle of the the pit lane or something, just to make something interesting. I'm having a look at the standings at the moment. So
Yes.
P1 in the standings with 41 points is our race leader. P2 is Tempest and P4 race just now. So, yeah, this has implications. I'm just going to see, because it only comes up with the team name on SimGrid. It doesn't tell me the name of it. Now, I'm looking for Van Thielen. If it is
But they are the Zero Racing team.
Yeah, but where are they on the actual standings? I don't see them.
Oh. Unless they've only
Changed.
just joined this race.
Yeah, it could be. Sim Racing Belgium teams is sitting in P3 at the moment.
Is De Bauer racing? De Bauer?
No, I don't. Unless it's a second. You know,
214. I think it is them. It is them. They are 214. Car 214 Ferrari. So they're currently in.
So they're P3. So they're 11 points behind Cardinal and his teammate at the moment. Vitviot. What team is Vitviot? Is he number 3? They're currently in 5th place.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think at the moment it's the Porsche's race to lose, or championship to lose. I know it's a short championship, but this is for a prestigious event, so it definitely has bragging rights attached to it.
And I would say, if you look at the standings, the driver rating, semi-pro, intermediate, semi-pro, intermediate, like there are no
rookies.
There are a few rookies, but they're a lot further down. And,
yeah.
But the majority of the teams are semi-pro teams, aren't they?
Absolutely.
Jacob, how are you? Welcome into TikTok. How are we? Yeah, we are doing absolutely fantastic, mate. Hope you're well.
Doing awesome. Thank you for asking. Van Thielen is now just over a second behind.
Yeah, the gap is coming down, isn't it? It's coming little by little.
Oh, that looked very close.
Like track limits.
Yeah.
That looked like track limits to me.
Unfortunately, race control doesn't tell us. Oh, wait, does it? If they've had track limit warnings? I thought there was somewhere that told you, but maybe I'm making that up. Pit count. I think I'm making it up.
It'd be good to have, though.
It would be good. That would be awesome to have. We could see what's going on. So I'm just getting back to... Okay, so... Vitviot is actually now the fastest car with a 276 kilometre an hour.
Oh.
Now, he's not really had much of a tow. The only tow he had was maybe 2 or 3 laps ago.
Yeah, 100%. That's interesting. And the gap now is under a second. Is at this current moment in time.
Officially,
as I look at it now, the gap is under a second. So, yeah, Van Thielen is 100% on the charge. And what do we say? 37.5 minutes before the pit window opens.
Yep.
So we are, what?
Another 7 minutes, basically, I think. No, that can't be right, is it?
No. 7 minutes plus 3, so another 10 minutes?
Yeah.
Is that right? Along those lines, anyway. In the next...
It's 23 minutes that's gone, so it's going to be 13 minutes before the pit window opens. Yeah. I think Cardinal could be on for a bit of a defensive... Oh, look! What is he doing with that 296? He is using it as a torpedo, but in a non-illegal way. Like, I have to see that again, because that was, like, wow. I actually thought he was going to take him out, and he controlled it to the point where he was nice and clean through the bus stop.
Wow. That's insane.
Brakes working well.
That's genuinely insane. Like, he is driving the absolute wheels off of that Fiat.
Yep.
Isn't he? He absolutely is flying.
God, he is on the limit.
It looks like track limits.
Yeah.
I don't think it is. I think you genuinely can take that corner like that.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think he's on that exact limit, and this is what makes the difference between people who commentate instead of race, and people who race while being commentated on. It basically is millimeters of a difference to a track limit and not being a track limit. And these guys, I mean, he's now 7/6 behind. Oh, Cardinal's looking a little twitchy. I wonder if he's starting to struggle a little bit
now, isn't it? Yeah, a bit of pressure. And also, it was 4 attempts of difference last lap between the two cars.
Yeah, definite charge.
So yeah, I think, could it be pressure, tyre deg?
Yeah,
you know,
we're on board on bonnet cam just now with Van Thielen, and Cardinal is all kinds of oversteer going on almost every corner. Now that might just be his driving style, but that is not going to be helping his tyres. That's going to be scrubbing the tyres. It's going to be bringing heat into it, pressures. Look how close he is. You literally could touch the back bumper of that Porsche now. Well,
yeah, I'm on the bonnet cam of the Ferrari as well, and I can see. We'll see what happens in the bus stop then. Surely he can't go for a lunge here, can he? I mean, he almost done it before.
Exactly. This is that. I think this is where the move is going to happen.
Surely not. Oh my God.
I actually held my breath there. I couldn't even speak. I was holding my breath.
That was so close. That was so close indeed.
Wow.
But of course it gets a good runaway because it's got no turbo. There's no turbo lag.
Yep.
Naturally aspirate engine, and it could just pull away better than other cars. But under braking, Van Thielen is just wow.
We're just watching. Elias is all over the back of the Porsche, the 420 Porsche just now, looking to try and get past again. Maybe another sign that the Porsches are now struggling, as both Porsches now heavily defending against either a McLaren or a Ferrari. That is, yeah. We're going to jump back to first.
Sorry, Stephen on YouTube Shorts. Hello from Indonesia. Hello, welcome.
Oh,
how are you?
Hello, Indonesia, beautiful.
We're reaching loads of people.
Oh, we are across the world tonight. We really are.
I'm streaming from my shed. You're streaming from a little place,
little village. Little village in Scotland.
Exactly.
Little old me. This is how dreams begin.
Elias gets past him then, or is that a aftermath of something? But yeah, Elias is now up to P6 now.
Oh, he just got passed on out now. He got a tow all the way up the Kemmel Straight and managed to hang it on the outside. Porsche was defensive. Nothing the Porsche could do about it. I think the Porsches are in trouble. I am going to put this out there right this very second. I think Cardinal could be looking at hopefully holding maybe a P2.
I'm 100%.
I'm putting that out there now.
I can't remember. Sorry, I can't remember if Cardinal is the faster driver from last week. Or was it Buurman? Do you remember we spoke to him after the race, didn't we, last week?
We did. That's right. My short memory. Elias
and isn't Dobos quicker than Tempest?
Yes, he is.
It's coming back to me now.
I know. It's only taking us half an hour to get our brains warmed up to this. Wow, that's like
we've had a busy week though.
We have. It's been busy.
We've had 5 races.
Warm. It's warm as well, and it's like old people getting warm. And I'll speak about myself.
Thought he was going to go for a lunge up the inside.
Yeah, he was. I think what he's doing is pushing boundaries to see what Cardinal's wits are like.
Yeah.
It's almost like I'm going to keep pushing until you either make a mistake or worry I'm about to send it into you and then you move.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%. Oh, sorry, Miss Finley. Well, hello, Finley. How we doing, mate? Sorry, missed you over on YouTube. How we doing, well, mate?
Yeah, Sharwin, this one should be an easy one for the stewards tonight. Yeah, I mean, if you compare it to rookies, the stewards are probably, I don't know, watching TV or something. Obviously, they'll be watching the stream, but they'll be watching TV as well.
They best be watching the stream.
They best be watching the stream. There'll be trouble if there's not.
Yeah,
you're hyped for
subscribing.
Yeah, exactly. You're hyped for the next 2 evenings. I'm glad you are, Sharwin. I'm looking forward to it as well. Anyone that doesn't know what Sharwin's talking about, I'll be doing a mentoring stream Monday night and Tuesday night with Sharwin and with Marek, who's Emerius on YouTube, and we're going to be trying to develop the racecraft and attacking, defending, and things like that. So if you are a rookie, if you're looking to get into racing, or you just want to see how close we can race without actually putting each other off the track, come and join us 7 PM British Summer Time. Oh my goodness!
Oh, it's under braking is scary, right?
That 296
Bloody
clearly is much better. I mean, there's decades between these cars in terms of technology. I know we're literally talking about ABS and traction control, but like the Porsche only had one traction control controller, but I'm sure the 296 has got two. And even if they're switched off, that still means you've got 2 parts more of a traction control than the car. Look how close it is. This is a pass. I'm calling it now. This is a pass into bus stop.
Round the outside, though. Oh, he's going to go for the old cutback.
Look at this. This is Formula 1. This is Formula 1, side by side, not squeezing each other.
Oh, my God.
I told you.
What a move. Yeah, wow.
Porsche coming back, though, don't forget.
Yeah, no. He's not. He's got a good exit there, Ferrari. But he's going to defend the inside line. Of course he is. He wouldn't be, but it's going to absolutely jeopardise his entrance, though.
Absolutely.
Into T1. Can the Porsche get him with the old switcheroo, as I like to call it? No.
No, he doesn't.
Great exit from the Ferrari.
But this is us on to Radin and Rouge now. Like, here we go. They're not going to go side. Oh! No! That's not how to do it. That's not how to do things.
Don't ruin our commentary.
That's because Sharwin said about stewards there was just about to be some kind of eruption there.
Yeah, 100%. Wowza. That
my.
Was insane. Muka, hello, mate. Welcome in over on YouTube Shorts Live. Thank you. Welcome in, mate. But yeah, change of leader then. So Van Thielen has been driving pretty well over the last
so consistent
31 minutes,
qualifying pace times every single lap. And let's not forget, about 10 laps ago he was defending for his life. I think Cardinal's in issues of losing second place now. Vivio is not that far behind at all, and we saw there the Porsche is struggling with tyres. I have no doubt about that at all. It's track temps are 28 degrees. It's actually coming down in temperature, but that Porsche is now struggling. In fact, let's go to Vivio and let's go to Bonnet, just see the oversteer issues that Cardinal's been getting. And again, this could be his driving style. He might like, I'm going to say, a looser end, if you pardon the expression. But some drivers do prefer that. Some drivers prefer understeer. But when it starts harming your tyres, a little bit of a tank slapper there from Vitfiot as he comes out.
Yeah, he's pushing now, isn't he? Because he senses an opportunity.
That'll have given him a huge confidence boost, seeing that Ferrari getting past. And he would if he can do it, I can do it.
But can I just say, the leader has just disappeared up the road. He's second already.
He has
1.1 now, 1.2. Van Thielen has taken a while to get past, but he is back up
look
and
at
racing.
The power, the oversteer leaving marks all over the tarmac.
J Racing 22, I've come from TikTok. Well, nice to see you, mate. Welcome in onto the YouTube Shorts. If you want to watch the sort of long form content, if you like, the full live stream, just click on the channel and you should see, easy for me to say, 2 streams running, the short sort of mobile view content, and then obviously the main sort of content. So you have a pick of options. And Fergal, the Mustang isn't a bad car. No, it's not a bad car. Unfortunately, there isn't a Mustang racing in this race today. There was, but there isn't now.
It was called back to the stables.
Yeah, probably. Or the fjord.
Here, the fjord, exactly. Findlay, how are you doing? I'm doing well, thank you. Hope you're doing well. Sharwin, you've been enjoying flashing the AI while you're sitting on the bumper for 3 hours. Do you know, I hate people that flash. I'm putting it out there now, and I know my co-commentator does like to flash his headlights now and again. He's been known to. But I do it. I actually do it. I hate doing it, and I do it because I know it's a distraction technique. It literally is. And when someone does it to me, it annoys me. And then I start losing my racing line, and I start losing my braking points, and it works. is just so damn annoying, but it works.
Yeah.
So you're absolutely right, Sharwin, and that is something that we'll all talk about is distraction techniques tomorrow night and on Tuesday night about what you can do to absolutely get in the mind of a driver ahead of you. That Porsche looks like it is driving on ice just now.
I bet he's glad for the pit window to open, isn't he?
And this is the thing, if you're in a 296 or even Vitviot, maybe stay out a lap or 2 laps if the Porsche goes in early, because if you're able to maximise, you might get the overcut. I don't know what Spa's like for overcut and undercut. I think maybe overcut more than undercut, but that's just a guess for me. Oof! Wow.
I can't remember off the top of my head what actually is preferable here, because you lose so much time, making your way to your box, don't you? So
yeah,
I think the undercut might be better strategy here.
Absolutely.
But yeah, going back to flashing, I flash a lot.
We see it. We do see it.
In my lights as well, by the way.
He does have a brown trench coat, just for anyone that's going about to ask. But yeah, it is an acceptable technique that is allowed to be used. What we say at TOGA is no more than 3 or 4 times per lap, because excessive flashing is not what we're all about. Yes, flash now and again, but not excessive. If you have to flash and annoy someone with permanently flashing your headlights, then it means that driver is actually better than you. All you're doing is annoying them. So that's my view on it. But oh my, yeah, Cardinal is, I have to say, driving out of his skin, because that Porsche looks like it is an absolute handful now, and he is still able to maintain 7/10 ahead of Vitviot, but unfortunately now almost 1.5 seconds behind Van Thielen.
Can I also say that Elias is heavily under pressure now in P6 for the Porsche?
Yeah,
like, massively under pressure.
I wonder if his tyres are now starting to go as well.
It looks likely that that McLaren is really struggling on its boots.
Yeah.
Did we say 13 minutes? Is that now?
So it should be coming up now. We said 37.5, so it should be 53.5 minutes left to go. So probably next minute the pit window is going to open.
And getting back to flashing, obviously, if you guys watch IRL GT racing, you'll know that they flash.
Yes.
Well, for fun.
Oh, absolutely.
And they don't get penalised for that.
No.
That's just what happens. So,
oh, we need to go back. Vitviot is literally 4/10 behind Cardinal coming into the bus stop there. Obviously, the Porsche, with the power, as Hayden was saying, there's no turbo lag. But yeah, sorry to jump over there.
No, you're fine. It's fine. So yeah, I mean, I flash because I want to get in somebody's head.
Yeah.
And obviously going to sort of like, trying to put somebody off, and the tactics used. I mean, you can do loads of different things, can't you, to try and put another driver off,
hundreds of things.
Look like you're going to send it.
Yeah.
I mean, there's about times I've gained a place where I've gone to look at an inside, put my nose in somewhere down the inside, and they've checked their mirrors and moved out the way, and I've just driven and gained the place. It
is tactical as much as it is talent. At the end of the day, and I have pulled out of corners because I thought someone behind me is about to send a torpedo, and they actually make it look as if they were just braking normally. So it does. There's so many tactics. I do have a button bound as well for the flash, Sharwin. So and there we go. Pit window is now open. Let's have a look. Van Thielen, who is currently now coming into the last sector of the track. Who's going to blink first?
I think the Porsche will go into the pits.
I think so.
I just got this feeling that they'll go early.
Yep.
Tempest might go early as well.
Absolutely.
I just think I'm not sure I'm sure his teammate is slightly faster. I'm not taking anything away from Tempest, by the way, because he's rapid.
No, absolutely
not.
He's
going right, but I'm sure from last week, Tempest's partner was slightly quicker.
Yep.
Van Thielen will probably stay out.
I think
If
so.
I was the leader, I would probably wait until
Yep.
the very end, or at least see what the people behind me do. Because
Absolutely.
obviously, he's going to blink first. He's the one that should blink first. So I
Yep.
guess, he might just wait another lap to see what's what, and then decide on his own. But I could be wrong here. He could dive into the pits, which he thought
Just
about, but he's
watching.
not.
No, he's not.
Ford is staying out,
No.
and Witt is staying out too.
Yep.
So,
And so is
Tempest
Tempest.
is also Tempest. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, when's halfway is?
So is it 15? It's 7.5.
So 45 minutes, isn't it? It's halfway through this race.
Yep.
Yeah. Which, so they'll probably, I would say they're probably boxed within the next 5 minutes then.
I think so, and this is a gamble. So obviously this is a dual cup, i.e.
Yep.
they have two drivers, and both drivers must be in the car at some point in the race.
Yes.
Van Vreck has shown has been in the pits, so he is first of link further down.
Yep.
So if you are the faster of the two drivers, you want to stay out and maximise your time as much as possible. If you're maybe not quite as fast as your co-driver, you might want to come in earlier. This is part of the tactics as well that we need to look at. But I have to say, Vitviot is not quite able to put as much pressure as the 296 did on Cardinal. But Van Thielen almost 2 seconds now ahead of this pack. He doesn't look like he's struggling at all. I mean, he's pushing that car, but I haven't seen a mistake from him.
No, 100%. 100%. Yeah, I think, I guess the guys have been clever and they've picked drivers that are similar in pace.
Yes.
So there is no sort of like, I'm faster than you or you're faster than me.
Absolutely.
Scenario going on. It's, I've got a teammate who might be a few temps faster or a few temps slower, but, on the whole, they're a similar pace.
Matched.
So,
absolutely.
Yeah, and they're just going to 50-50 split it, which is good. But I guess it all depends on the scenario. It might be that, I don't know, Cardinal decides to box, with 1 minute to spare, just to see, how much place they can grab. And obviously, bearing in mind that the grid isn't too split out, meaning that they're going to get stuck behind blue flags. I mean,
Absolutely.
well, actually, 224 might get stuck behind blue flags, but is he stuck in the pits or is he coming back out? He's been in the pits for a long time.
Top three or
no,
not
he's
pitching?
just getting away now.
Maybe he was fixing damage
224.
or something. Tempest still staying out as well. I'm surprised because Cardinal is now only 4/10 ahead of Vitviot.
Yeah.
And look at the tyres. There can't be anything left in the tyres. He must be driving on the rims with that Porsche. Every tyre mark on this track has been from that Porsche. He takes a really wide line going into... Oh, that must be a track limit, surely.
Yeah, 100%. That's got to be a track limit.
And look at
also jeopardised his time.
It has, because look at this. Yeah. Oh! Was that a bit naughty? Was that a bit naughty?
Oh, a little love tap there as well. Oh, he's backed out of it, though.
That's...
It looked like he backed out of it there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. I think both of them backed out, to be honest. I think... Yeah, I mean... Was it naughty to move at the very last second? I know, that's not for me to decide. But, that's more of a gentleman thing rather than a hard rule about stewarding. But he's so under pressure. Like, Vandenberg now into the pits with his 5 seconds as well, so he'll serve that whilst he's in the pits. Promoting everyone else up at the moment. So Mikulik now into the number 224 McLaren. As we're watching Cardinal, so much under pressure. This could be a move. This absolutely could be a move.
I don't think you can really ever take it safely.
No.
At Spa. It's quite an interesting sort of band of corners. But yeah, I think you're right. The Porsche is really struggling with tyres right now. Like, super struggling with tyres right now.
I'm not a tactical or tactician, pit tactician, but I think they've stayed out one lap too much. I really think when they were 4/10 behind or ahead, sorry, they should have pitted.
But no, but they've let Van Thielen now be 3 seconds ahead.
Exactly, and this is a problem.
Yeah. Here we go then. I wonder what's going to happen. Sorry, I'm going to try and keep a an eye on the leader. The leader is still out. The leader stays out.
Porsche's
there we
in.
go.
Cardinal's
Porsche's
in. Vitviot stays out. Tempest stays out as well.
I wonder if they've done that on purpose to slow him down.
Slow him
bit,
down
maybe?
so that they come back out ahead.
The gap is like 3.2 or 3 seconds to the leader. So
Yeah.
I wonder if that was a ploy. Did you say Tempest in the box as well? Or
No, Tempest stayed out. Just watching Vandenberg come out onto the track in the Porsche. Yeah. So at the moment, Cardinal, the only other one in the pits. Elias now into the pits as well.
Yeah.
And there's also Sargison. Sargison's come into the pits. So again, a bit maybe tactics, because these three were close to each other, or Elias was, and so was Sargison. But that's released De Groot now, so can he do anything to try and make his move in the Project 91 McLaren?
We're gonna struggle pronouncing P10's name.
Oh, that's who sent me the file. Spoijbrook. That's what I'm going to go with. But
I'm just gonna say Car 420. I think
or what's his first name? Jordy. There you go, Jordy.
Oh, okay.
Jordy. Oh no, I'm getting hate. What, Emerius? I hate you, Mac. You chose Paul Ricard for tomorrow. You know how I like late apexes. Yes, Emerius is a bit of a thing out about not hitting late apexes, and obviously Paul Ricard is a bit of a late apex. So yeah,
good luck on Paul Ricard.
Yeah, absolutely. To be fair, it took him half an hour to learn Watkins Glen last week. You know.
Oh wow!
And start putting mildly fast laps in, like faster than what I could do. So clearly racing is the bottom of my totem pole of skills. Teaching, commentating maybe slightly higher than it. So
amazing. So that's Buellman now out, which is obviously Cardinal. He's just come out in P6.
Okay.
So we'll see what happens then with said leaders. Then.
Leaders is in the pits now. Vitviot into the pits as well. Tempest staying out.
Nope.
There we go. So, yeah.
Ooh.
I mean, he was a couple of seconds behind the leader, but maybe with clearer air, he can push a bit harder, or the tyres are still feeling good. They can keep going, but yeah, he's staying out. So that's interesting. So I'll keep an eye on Bowman for Cardinal for the Van Thielen car coming back out.
I'm on Van Thielen now, which is obviously just taking the long drive down to the pit box.
Pit lane, isn't it? It's so
I really
long.
wish that ACC would change it and let them not go there.
Yeah.
Right, it's such a long pit box. It's just stupid in my opinion.
It is, and it doesn't seem as if it will make any difference where your pit box is, but it's in your head. It does. If you're right at the bottom of the hill, then it's just
goes on forever. It does. And ever and ever.
It does, exactly. And you're just hearing cars whizzing past you constantly. And you're like, maybe that's just me right now. So
Van Thielen stopped. Looks like he stopped on his marks as well, which looks good.
So Bowman is coming up to the bus stop now. I think this is going to be a photo finish. Heavy on the brakes, turn into the right-hander. Car looking super controlled. That's him onto the start-finish straight as such.
We should learn the corner name, shouldn't we? Really?
We really should, but
we'd be good commentators if we did that.
To be fair, we'd be perfect. Then that
right.
would just
De Brouwer is off his jacks and he's just now exiting the pit lane.
Bowman.
So he's now.
Bowman's just coming down to the end of the actual start-finish. I can see the 296. This is going to be an absolute photo finish, but he is out. Bowman. Is that a McLaren,
and,
actually?
Vitvoort has also got out of the pits. So, actually, what the hell? Buellman is going to be down in P3.
P2. De Brouwer.
Yes. Sorry. So it's Hill now, isn't it? Hill was, sorry, just trying to...
I know, it's trying to remember.
Who they were. Who's who.
Exactly.
So Tempest then is going to be still not boxed. Tempest.
Okay.
Stayed out for another lap.
Okay.
And see what this lap time was then. A 2:17.5 was the
Yeah.
last lap. Is that better?
It's not far off his best time ever, but it's certainly not near the 2:16s that the P1, 2, and 3 were running in on a consistent basis.
So he's got what he has to box this lap. He could probably do one more lap.
One more.
At a push, he could do one more lap, but I'd imagine he's probably going to box this lap. I'd imagine.
Yeah. Just watching Callum Jones fighting with whoever's now in Micklelock, fighting at the end of Kemmel Straight, but there's still not much difference between them, only 0.2 of a second. Callum has obviously kind of owned up to not being the biggest fan of the McLaren or Spa. So this will be interesting for Callum. He's now got 40 minutes to defend for his life. Yeah, I mean De Brouwer was way out on the Kemmel Straight before Bowman was anywhere near him. So he's actually gained a bit of time, like 2.3 seconds between the two of them.
Did they touch? Did they have damage as well?
No, I don't think they did.
I don't think they have. I mean, they could have been damaged, but they could have been like,
Yeah,
a few seconds. Tempest has a real big moment coming. Is that Pateron? I think maybe. Can't see where the corner is, but yeah, Tempest has had a real squirrely moment there, pushing really hard.
And his
hi
tires.
Zita, how are you?
Hello Zita.
Yeah,
his tires must be done. Like, I don't care how well you look after your tires, they must be done. Yeah,
I would imagine he's going to box now. He's just coming up to the bus stop now
because there's a
he's cutting it fine if he does go out again. Yes, he is in. Tempest is in the box.
So that will release De Brouwer, back into P1. Yeah, I mean, I really want that to be Damon Hill, not David Hill. Sorry, David, but how good would that be? Damon Hill racing in our SRO championship. Poor Callum Jones is not shaking this pink and green McLaren.
Oh, is he not?
No, they're both pretty much the same distance apart. There are 0.4 between them.
Apologies, my TikTok stopped working for a second there, so I had to reconnect. So there wasn't many people watching us anyway on TikTok, but it was just refreshed it. So yeah, De Brouwer then is what is he? Oh, just coming into the final sector.
Yep.
Yeah, I can't see Tempest stopping, switching driver.
No.
I mean,
P3 maybe?
They have to stop for 30 seconds, don't they? Because it's fuel and tyres. So, possibly.
Possibly fighting Hill or Bowman for... Sorry, fighting Hill for P3.
Yeah, they've just stopped on their marks now. So,
that's them.
Yeah, it's definitely not going to be pole, is it? Yeah, I mean, they are last to pit. I mean, 30 seconds... Yeah, they're not going to quite get it. What's Hill? Was he car 3?
He's car number 3, so he's just out of bus stop. Why do you keep saying pit stop? Bus stop. Coming up to the start-finish line.
Going to be close, and I say no disrespect to Tempest, but I'm sure his teammate Dobos was it?
Yeah,
a slightly faster driver. And there we go. They're off their jacks now, and they are away. They were the first people in as well. So. They were right at the top. I think this is going to be close between him and Hill,
Yeah, Hill's coming up.
Yep. Yeah, they're out. They've jumped them in the pit.
They have. So, wow. Well, that just showed you the overcut, the undercut we're talking about. The overcut has worked. However, Hill is on a particularly warmed up set of tyres in comparison to Dobos. So Dobos is going to have to defend for the next couple of laps till he gets tyre pressure and heat into those tyres and brakes. This could be a good battle for P3 just now.
What do you reckon then? The Buman thing. Why does it keep disconnecting me off TikTok?
Maybe we've broken TikTok, everybody. So
no, it says we're live, but we're not live.
I see that's what I was having with OBS, but so currently The car in
Sorry, yes.
P1 is actually third in the championship.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Car 20 is the leader of the championship, who's in P2, and 136, who's in P3, is in P2 of the. So this does have a bit of bearing. What's the scoring for this? 5 points each.
Bog standard scoring. I think.
So
nobody. Thank you for following TikTok.
okay.
40
So
points, 35. Yeah.
if it stays this way, then team car number 20 is going to win the championship because they are 6 points ahead.
Yes.
But like the top three are basically the top three of what we have here. Is I think what I'm trying to say.
Yes.
For that, but yeah, I think Hill is going to very, very deep into bus stop. That is going to help Dobos out no end, as we see he's maybe pushing a little bit too hard. Hill is considering you've got 35 minutes left of tyres to keep.
I haven't been looking at the gaps. It's 1.5, isn't it? So hang on, what needs to happen for? So if 316 is in Dobos, then passes
If 136
when. Yeah, sorry,
yeah,
136.
So 136.
136 has to get past them, right?
136 needs to get past car 214. No, sorry, car
20.
Car 20. So car 20 is 6 points ahead. So 136 needs to be 2 positions up ahead of the Porsche.
Right, so the Porsche basically needs to finish P3 and Dobos needs to win.
Yes.
Is basically the scenario here that changes what's currently set.
Yep. Why did they get an extra point? Was that for fastest lap or something? Lap. Right, okay. Yeah. Okay, right. Well, that'll play a part because Bowman has got the fastest lap at the moment. But still
214 can't affect this, can it?
No, I don't believe they can.
Well, 214 will get 40 points, won't they? Yes, currently, if that stays there, they'll be on 70 points. That's easy. As it stands right now, if car 20 finishes second, they'll get 35, so they'll get 76 points.
Yep.
And 136 is currently in P3, and they'll get 30 points, and they'll get
75.
66.
65, sorry. Oh, sorry.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. So they'll get 65 points. So essentially, as it stands right now, P20 will win by 5 points.
5 points, yeah.
5 points.
Yep.
Well, six points because they got the fastest lap.
Fastest lap, yep.
Yeah. So that's how it. So essentially, as long as it stays the same for the next 33 minutes, doesn't matter if they don't win car 20 because they're going to win because 136 is behind them.
Yep.
Hopefully, if I explain that right.
Yeah. And a lot needs to happen for the leaders to lose the championship. Is pretty much what we're saying. They need to be 2 positions below Dobos in the 136 McLaren.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter what 214 does.
No,
in
they
the grand
can't
scheme
win.
of things, they can't win it.
Unless Bowman has an absolute... Oh, it's drive-through for Spjoisbroek.
Oh.
That'll be for track limits, so...
Well said.
Thank you. It's probably absolutely the opposite of what it's pronounced like, but Callum Jones is driving that McLaren like it's a bus just now. He is parking it so that the Micheluk cannot get past in any way, shape, or form. And I'm not taking anything away from Callum because Callum is an absolute demon behind the wheel. He can adapt to pretty much any car, but he looks like I think a toe advantage here. Callum's having to go defensive, going middle of the track. It's going to affect, and Micheluk switches, and Micheluk has got past. Can he get it stopped? Oh, he's got a huge slide. Micheluk has absolutely off the track, facing 90 degrees the wrong way.
No.
Callum is going to be breathing the most amount of oxygen a driver has ever breathed in his life in that GT3 car because he has been battling since coming out of the pits. with Mikuluk, and it's sad to see Mikuluk has had that issue. It was just too much of a send, unfortunately. And Spjoisbrook is in for his drive-through. That's written off his evening.
Yeah, pretty much, isn't it? With half an hour to go, he's not really. That's almost done. Someone on YouTube says, "Are you the Skibbity Sigma?" Oh, I have no idea what you're talking about.
We're too old for whatever you're talking about.
Yeah. Just as an FYI, last time around, it's just changed. But Bjorman did a 2:17.0. Wow, there we go. Dobos has just gone fastest with a 2:16.7.
Wow.
I knew he was faster.
Yeah.
So this could be...
So he gets extra point as well. So does 136 gain anything by having that extra point? It doesn't, because he needs to finish two positions above Bowman. And Bowman is only 6/10 behind his 296 now. Bowman is absolutely on the charge. He is not settling for anything other than P1.
Half a second quicker last time around.
Yeah.
Than DeBauer, which, no disrespect to DeBauer, because he's still putting in 2:17.5s.
Yep.
Not quite as quick as his teammate.
No.
Than he was, the first stint. So.
And maybe that's why he stayed out for longer, Van Thielen.
Potentially went longer. Yeah, 100%.
Right. Why is ACC showing two fastest laps?
I don't know.
What is going on with ACC? Can someone contact Kunos and tell him to get?
Well, that'd be race control's fault.
No, it's showing ACC as well.
Yeah.
Can we get Aristotle back to Kunos, please? I know he had absolutely nothing to do with that side of things. He was vehicle physics and tyres, but Aris was such a nice guy in terms of when he was at Kunos. But
I wonder if it will change as they go through the timing.
Hopefully,
yeah.
I mean, I'm assuming Race Controls is taking that from ACC, which is having some kind of bug out at the moment. What is it with software? Like, we actually had this conversation before the stream started about how software just bugs out. And I've never seen ACC with that happen before.
I know. No, I haven't either. Jimmy on TikTok saying, is one not a consecutive average time?
No.
No.
Bowman is on the charge. Bowman, they're almost side by side as they're coming through the bus stops. On to the start-finish.
What an exit.
Oh my goodness. Is he going to go for the switchback now? Because there's no way you're going to get round the outside into this corner. Surely the 296 keeping him out as wide as he can. Still side by side.
That really wide.
Absolutely.
Nice. Yeah, that's good driving for the 296.
Yeah, absolutely.
You have to push him out wide. This is playing into Dobos's hands.
Bowman actually had to lift there in the throttle because... that's going to be a track limit. That's definitely going to be a track limit for De Brouwer. I wonder if he's inherited any. He's sticking this right in the middle of the track just now, slightly to the right. You can hear the Porsche. The Porsche is actually as if it's went into another gear there. Side by side again. Oh, so very close. That Porsche
is close. A bit of a big exit from the Ferrari there.
Yeah, it's roles reversed now. Cardinal had this issue. And just a flash in the mirror, just to remind the 296 what Porsche looks like from behind.
But the Dobos is coming. He's still coming.
Yep.
4.7 now the gap. He was a tenth quicker than them last time around. Well, especially Bjorman. So I know we've got 27 minutes, but the longer the Bauer keeps Bowman behind him, the quicker Dobos is going to catch up.
So ACC is still bugged out even after them going over the start-finish line.
I know.
So just to confirm, P3 is holding the fastest lap at the moment. The 296 is having to do a comfort brake in the middle of the corner. That's interesting to see. I just wonder.
Yeah, but don't forget that Ferrari's is quick.
Yeah,
in the straight, isn't it? That Porsche can't really get close enough.
No, I think
we know how good the Ferrari was on brakes. Sorry,
absolutely.
Well,
yeah. I think it's going to be on the exit of the corner. They're going to get the advantage.
Here we go. it's so
Is he
close.
going,
Oh, he's gone
he is going
wide,
for the switchback. He is going for the switchback. Oh, he's getting... That was a qualifying exit on bus stop there. Like, that was ultimately... And
slingshot.
yeah. Oh, no.
Oh,
296 holding tight there. Bowman pulling
Not
every
quite
trick out of his
switcheroo.
bag, up his sleeve, from the top hat. Oh, the side by side again.
Here
You
he goes.
cannot go side by side. That was a little bit of a give me a little bit more room, please. Porsche's got this done.
Oh, my
Porsche's
God.
got this done. Oh, he's not. No, my God. What's just happened? Oh, my God. I am stunned.
What have I just did?
I am doing a replay because I am stunned at what I just watched. What actually happened? Oh my!
Mr. Zero
That's
is a
a meme.
legend and subscribed to the
That
channel.
is an absolute meme. There must be so... We're so stunned we're not even talking. We're like, this can't just have happened. We now need to do a full recalculation because at the moment, Dobos is going to win this championship. Because Bowman is now 3 positions behind him.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I've got no words.
What? I didn't, in any way, shape and form, anticipate that kind of level of mayhem. The amount of damage Bowman has got to that, the amount of damage a 296 will have, like De Brouwer's now into the pit. So, from my point of view, the Porsche ended up with oversteer coming out of the top of Radeon, and that has then caused both to collect each other.
Yes.
I actually have my head in my hands at the moment. I don't know how to react to this. This has destroyed 2 people's races. I said on the exit of the first corner, you cannot go too wide into Eau Rouge and Radeon.
Yeah. That's. I mean, Jimmy's just put in TikTok chat. The Ferrari needs a 5 race ban. We won't be that harsh, I don't think, on the Ferrari. But I do feel that one of them should have gone. Yeah, this isn't two into one isn't going to work here. And maybe one of us should pull out.
Bowman into the pits now.
Yeah. But there's going to be repercussions here as well, remember?
Yeah.
Contact made on the circuit. I mean, I don't have any contact on my race control. I'm just quickly going to look at the steward's form because there must be contact on that form.
There must be.
Wow, and the stewards are saying they haven't got nothing to do. Well,
yeah, well,
changed.
Here you go. Have that instead then. So, I'm putting my 2 pence out here. I'll read your messages first because there's so many now going, what the hell have I just watched? Martin on Twitch, Jesus, that's a crash. To be fair, that was 2 low-flying helicopters. I genuinely couldn't determine they were cars at one point. Sharwin, you called it. Zeta Porsche got... Porsche Gut Lou. Are you learning a new language, Zeta? Chased it across the track and collected the Feza in the process. Yeah, so it got loose. Basically, it got oversteer. There was nothing the Porsche driver could do. And I'm going to put my 2 pence out here. If I was a 296 driver, I would have backed out of that before going into Radeon Rouge. I would have backed out of it because this is what would have happened. The Porsche would have ended up with oversteer, shot off on its own, and the 296 would just have driven past. Sometimes you need to play the long game. And it's easy for me to sit here. I'm not putting in lap times that these guys are doing. But I can clearly see when something is going to go wildly wrong. The chat are saying it's going to go wildly wrong, and it did. It's absolutely ruined 2 cars' chances of representing TOGA in SRO. So yeah, there you go. Safety car having a day off. Yeah, Dexter's polishing the safety car up as we speak because they thought they weren't going to use it tonight.
I've just checked the spreadsheet, and there's no contact on the spreadsheet.
No
with those two
way.
cars.
I think it was so hard, the contact, it's wiped it off the spreadsheet and put it on next week's spreadsheet instead. Like, the impact they two must have had. I actually hope they're okay, because if you hit a barrier like that at that speed and side on with a direct drive wheel, it could hurt. That is why you get told,
it does hurt,
take your hands off your direct drive wheel if you're going to crash. Because we've seen George Boothby. He ended up with was it not a fractured finger, because someone drove into the back of him at the end of a race, and his direct drive wheel almost ripped his thumb off. Lessons to be learned. Anyway, can we just... sorry, on you go?
Yeah, I was going to say, shall we just work out the scoring?
Yeah, so if you... So 136 is leading at the moment, and they're going to get, what, 41 points for fastest lap and for winning. So that's going to take them up to 76. Now, Car 20 is currently 8th. They're out the running. 214 are currently 9th. They're out the running. I think they've maybe RTG'd. Now, are they actually going to come back out? I know they've probably got 2 minutes of damage, but they're showing a long time in the garage.
So hang on a minute. So it's going to be 76, right? For car 136, isn't it? Total score.
Yep.
So car 20 needs maximum of 36
points.
So they can't win.
They can't win, no. Basically, this is now down to Dobos just to drive a very consistent drive. Car number 3, who is in P2 on the track just now, is in 5th place with 22 points. So even if they had a maximum of the 46 points, they're not going to get anywhere near it. Can we just say, though, Callum Jones is in P4?
Well, we have lost 2 cars.
Shh, don't say that. Callum Jones is in P4.
Yay!
Take the win. Take a win when it comes. So... Oh, we've lost another Porsche.
Yeah, we lost another Porsche.
Yeah.
I don't think because of the incident.
No,
we just lost them. Yeah. Well, that was a very interesting...
Okay, so they parked it. They're not coming back out. They've parked it. They parked both their cars.
Oh, is that what they put in chat?
No, I'm just watching them, and there's nothing happening. There's no damage getting fixed. Bowman's wheels are pointing inwards towards each other. They're done. I think if this was real life, both drivers would be out throwing helmets at each other and trying to rip each other's heads off in the middle of the
throwing hands, yeah.
Or handbags at dawn. I really don't know. I genuinely, that is the biggest crash I have ever commentated on.
Yes.
Wow. Rick, rest in pieces, De Brouwer. Yeah. And that is how. This actually leads into the mentoring side. This is how you can easily lose something that is your best position you've ever had. By not lifting off even by 1% off the throttle, that wouldn't have happened. Or the 296 would still be in P1. In fact, 296 has now left the server.
Oh, okay.
You can't... Yeah. I know that like I said, the Porsche... He was literally a passenger in everything that happened, because he ended up with oversteer on full throttle. There's nothing going to save you from that. He was going to die into the barriers. That was going to happen, but the 296 have eased off slightly, would have watched that happening and been able just to keep going. Yeah.
Wow. So I've just posted in Discord chat asking if the 2 drivers were okay. Bjorman has basically just replied saying, how many teams qualify for the grand finals? And I put 1, I'm afraid.
No.
I mean, like, think of this in the grand scheme of things. Like, this is not just represented TOGA. Mm-hmm. This is being able to go into a SRO. I'm making it probably bad now for Bowman, aren't I? I'm probably like, rubbing the salt in the wounds, if you like, but it's the opportunity to race and get maybe noticed as well, if you like, as a team.
Can I just say I apologise to Bowman? He's back out on the track. I apologise. It
he's back out on track,
looked like the car was parked. I mean, the car looks immaculate now.
Okay.
The T-cut and the gaffer tape has worked tremendously. Mechanics have done an amazing job. The tyres are pointing in the correct direction. I think he's trying to unlap himself. He's 3 laps down at the moment, and is trying to unlap himself pretty much. But can I say that's good racemanship as well?
Mm-hmm.
He's went back out on the track 3 laps down. Like, that's what you do. Regardless of how terrible your race is going, go back out. Treat it like a practice. That's what I do. If I'm that bad in one of my races, I just treat it as a practice. Treat it as, how can I brake differently? How can I gain any more time in doing this, doing that? That's what you do. All of these drivers, I have no doubt, have spent lots of hours practicing for this race. So to throw it all away by just quitting, I've done it myself where I've quit, and I'm pretty sure Hayden's probably done that as well. A rage quit. It's easily done.
Yeah,
so easily done.
I mean, I did it the other day just before I got banned. From I mean, can I just be brutally honest now? I think the championship / race is pretty much over. So if the chat wants to ask us any questions, we'll obviously keep an eye on the chat on the race. Sorry, for the rest of the 15 minutes. But if people want to ask us some questions, then feel free.
Sharwin plot twist: if he takes Dobos out, he goes through, right?
Technically,
technically, would he would absolutely,
yes, If Dobos disconnects or rage quits, then
oh man, please. What is the story of monthly holiday, Hayden? Monthly?
No. My ban from.
Yes. Okay. You're gonna have to tell us.
Okay, so obviously LFM's at Zolder this week. And myself, Barry, and who else was racing? Reese was racing at Zolder, and Barry thought it was a good idea to race in the GTR, to do a few races in the evening a couple of days ago. So yeah, why not? Let's do it. So race 1 went badly. Race 2, I actually got a podium.
Nice.
And I thought, sod it, let's just do one more race. And obviously that's when it went completely wrong. So I qualied quite badly. I messed up my last lap and basically got slammed back at P13, P14, something along those lines. And then I had a shocking start. And then I think I had a crash, I think. I think we just had a follow on Twitch.
We did. It was Sambus on Twitch. Thank you very much for the follow. It's much appreciated. Discord link is in our bio if you want to come and join us. PC only ACC, but doesn't stop you from being part of the community.
Yeah, it really doesn't. So, Jimmy, thanks for the follow. And sorry, Jimmy, how do I get into these qualifiers? I'm afraid, mate, this is the last one. There was only 2 races for us to get into the SRO Big League. So I started the race. Obviously, a couple of laps in, I had a crash, which put me pretty much at the back of the grid, to be brutally honest with you. And I was coming out of the at Zolder, you got that last S, haven't you, before the pitch straight?
Yep.
So I was on the pitch straight, and I saw this Aston Martin literally completely wipe out this Porsche. Literally on purpose, went one way to the side of the track and just forced him off, and intentional collision.
Yep.
Which then I got caught up in that and basically crashed directly into that Porsche. I couldn't do anything because it was split second instant. So at that point, I'm blue. I'm swearing, cursing, and all that.
Yep.
I then saw said Aston Martin have a spin in T2. I unfortunately had a hardware disconnect just as I saw him spin, and I might have purposely crashed into him.
Oh no!
And unfortunately, that gave me a 28-day ban. Not only that, my safety rating has been completely reset to 2.0.
Oh no!
And my elo has gone down to like 1348.
Oh,
so I've had a complete account reset.
Wow.
Callum's just gone way off the track limits. So I am now, basically got to start again.
Oh.
So yeah, I mean it's good because I think I'm going to use it as a positive.
Yeah.
I plan on creating a YouTube video on what not to do on LFM. Because I haven't got a problem with, I made the mistake.
We all do things in the moment of the red mist descends.
Oh yeah, I was
100%.
fully in rage mode.
Yeah.
I 100% take my punishment and rightly so. So I mean, to be honest, I haven't logged into LFM. Oh no, I actually have got another report against my name.
Oh.
Ignoring blue flags.
Oh really? What?
Yeah. I've been penalised for ignoring blue flags.
You can't be penalised because the rules aren't that you move out the way.
So apparently, apparently I've got a code of conduct. Yeah, so I've got another report for ignoring.
That's wrong for the blue flags.
Yeah,
that is totally wrong. You don't need to move out the way. They have to get round you at the end of the day. It's only sportsmanship that you move out the way for them. Wow. Yeah.
But anyway, so yeah.
Whoops.
Yeah, so that's actually made it a lot worse.
Yeah.
To be brutally honest with you. I don't think I can get any worse. Actually, I think I'm the lowest I can get.
Yeah.
No. I'm now 1.66 safety rating.
Oh wow.
With my 28-day ban.
Wow.
So, yeah, I mean, I'm going to have to start again.
Yeah.
I am now, 100% officially a rookie on LFM again.
Yeah, a rookie.
Yeah, I mean, I would like to put my actual thoughts of LFM on the internet, but I don't think that would help our situation.
We need to be careful.
Yeah.
We have our personal points of view. Yes. Which I think could possibly go on personal accounts, but I think in terms of our organisation, we need to stay neutral. Can we just talk about Mr. Jack, who's in P3 fighting for P2?
Oh, let's go.
3/10. He's been catching lap after lap.
Yeah, but that's Thomas Jack, Project 91. I had to. They had a quick driver change right at the last minute.
Okay.
Did Project 91 earlier on today, so I'm glad they managed to get that sorted out and back in the car.
Yeah,
but so he's driving really well.
They actually had two cars racing tonight. One was a Porsche and one is a McLaren.
Yeah, the Porsche is gone, I think. Yeah.
So if he comes in second, he gets 35 points, which will bring him up to 55. Yeah, they could end up third or fourth, but still fighting for P2 at the moment. That's awesome.
Yeah, he's really good.
Oh,
really
is this going to be a bit? Oh, that was a bit cheeky. Cheeky. Oh no, guys, you can't do that.
Yeah, that's a bit naughty.
What is that all? That was a back marker for the same team, basically blocked.
Yeah.
P2, and then there was a bit of afters afterwards.
That's
wrong.
Not on the spreadsheet, and should be reported.
Yeah, absolutely. That is shocking to see that kind of behaviour.
But the problem is, though, 95 is the car is going to get the penalty. 93 could argue that nothing happened.
Yeah.
Let's be real here.
Yeah, we're doing a replay. Let's go from Helicam because this will show an intent. Now, my initial view was he moved, but he moved into the path. Yeah, he absolutely did. He moved into the path of the McLaren. Oh, that was, I'm sorry, but that is so wrong. That's
so I think
not
one
good.
of the teammates of Project 91 are actually in the Twitch chat. Martin, he said wasn't intentional. He panicked.
Right, but you brake and move into the line of the car that's trying to overtake you, that's braking at the same time. Okay, I'll take your word for it. I'm not in the car, but to me, it looked a little bit suspicious when there's two cars of the same team. One's about to get overtaken for P2, and the other one's getting backmarked.
Yeah,
that happens.
But yeah, we'll take it as face value, won't we? And
it is what it is. At the end of the day, I'm only commentating on what my thought is. At the end of the day, it's down to the stewards to decide. And as Hayden says, it's a car being lapped that would be punished if there was any infringements.
93 is going to get away with whatever's happened, isn't it?
Like, that's it. Whether it was team orders or not, it is what it is at the end of the day. Sargison under pressure from Mikuluk now for P5. You're not in a call and thought to maybe hold it hill up a bit, but not like that. Yeah. We missed breaking point and Hill followed.
It did look like it. I mean, we'll let the stewards decide. What I will say is, though, obviously, I'm not sure if Bjorman and his teammate can hear us, but please remember that Tempest and Dobos have the right to say no to racing in our as part of TOGA Motorsport, by the way, in SRO Championship. So I did mention it in the driver briefing. If Dobos and Tempest, turn around and say, look, we're racing in another SRO league, or we can't make that day or time or whatever it may well be, that we'll just then say to the next team, position's yours. So I know it's difficult for Bjorman now to sit there and the fact that their championship is ruined. It might not be over. It really depends on what happens. And Flocko edits. Thank you very much. Oh no, they shared the stream on TikTok. Thank you very much for sharing.
Thank you. Appreciate that. And we can also say, please do not send a box of your breath that's got a cold in it or something like that to try. Martin,
to try and put them off.
Martin, thank you very much for the follow on Twitch. It's very kind of you. No sending love hearts that have got some kind of hay fever allergen in it or something.
I'm not sure. Yeah, so we don't know. We don't know what the layout's going to be yet for the SRO yet. I guess we'll find out in due course, won't we?
Yeah.
Magnus, thank you very much for the kind ice cream cone.
Oh, here we go
TikTok
again.
And the GG. Howdy, would you like to have an extra stream on Discord? What do you mean by a stream on Discord? Are you going to share it with your friends, or?
So here the pair anthrax. God, that escalated quickly from a little sniffle to anthrax, but okay.
Anthrax, God.
Okay, so when the Black Ops helicopters come towards you, Zeta, have nothing to do with it.
Your daily racing, how do I join? Right, okay, so if you go over to our TikTok profile page, you'll see our Discord link, and you'll see the links to all our sim grid. Please remember that we are we're PC only, so we're not console. Our console ACC, we're a PC. Would you like to stream on another gaming Discord?
No.
Would I like to stream? No, I'm okay. We don't streaming on Discord is very difficult.
Yeah, it doesn't flow well.
Sorry, Jack has just given the place back to Hill.
Oh, has he?
If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he
I'm
has.
Sure
he absolutely has. Yep.
I tell you what, Martin, please send full respect to you and your team for that.
Martin, your team have absolutely exonerated themselves.
Yeah.
Kudos to you. Yeah. Well done.
Whether that was, whether that generally was insert bad swear word here moment.
Yeah. We all have
or
them.
Not. That is credit to your team, Project 91.
With only 2 laps to go to do that and try and get P2 without any distractions.
Amazing.
Amazing. I'm actually going to give you a bit of a round of applause for that, because that shows excellent racecraft.
If that's not a omen for, that you can use this clip for mentoring as well.
Yeah,
really,
absolutely.
So, it just shows. Yeah.
I was also going to say, instead of explaining all that, you could point them to the video that I did about how to join. So I did a video on YouTube.
Sorry, yes, yeah.
No, that's okay. Of how to join from scratch, not knowing anything, and how to join our community, how to join our races. So it's there for everyone to see. It's only It's only 5-10 minutes long, so it's not a long, boring video. But we just wanted to get, when we get questions quite a lot of the same thing, then we like to get a video out so that people then are able to go and see. Because it's difficult for us to say, do this, do that, and do the next thing. And I forgot what the second thing was, or what it was. So the video's there.
You can pause it and whatever. Exactly.
Yeah, Martin, absolutely. Pass it on to them. Thank you.
Yeah, no, that's great. So yeah, sorry, Magnus. You're more than welcome to share the stream in another Discord if you like. You're more than welcome to put the link of our Discord in another gaming Discord. That's not a problem at all. So that's fine. I've just seen Zach's joined, and when Zach joins, all hell breaks loose. So I've just seen Zach join us on TikTok.
We've got
your daily racings. Sorry, go.
No, I was just about to say we've literally got a P1 P2 battle, but Bowman is a lap down.
Oh, okay.
Bowman and Dobos in the last lap are literally dog fighting each other.
Oh God. Oh, I can see it. Yeah. I'm on board. Your daily ratings put. Oh well, I'm on Xbox One, sadly. And is there a prize for the winner? There are. So in this particular race, there's not a. Well, there is a prize if you like. The winning team gets the race in the official SRO eSports Championship in September. They'll race as part of TOGA Motorsport. And Magnus has put, my graphics are blurred on ACC, okay on other games, any tip? I am not really sure. PS, you play on VR. That sounds like a VR problem.
Yeah.
And Zach, welcome in, man. Hope you're well. You're an absolute legend, Zach, honestly.
Zach, lots of love to you from Toga.
And what would happen if you win that? We don't actually know if for example, Tempest wins the SRO, what Toga gets. I mean, Toga just gets the eyes, because obviously the McLaren. I'm assuming they use the McLaren. It will have a TOGA Motorsport livery on it, so it'll mean that our community will get more views, more viewership, if you like. So yeah, that's what I guess we'll gain out of it. I don't really know. Yeah, that's
so
what that is.
Unfortunately, on you go.
No, you go.
Oh.
I think that's the final lap, is it not?
It is the final lap, and Hill is on the back bumper of this McLaren again.
And that's it. That's the
most
anticlimactic thing ever.
This is a change for P2. I can sense it coming.
But Dobos takes the win. Dobos takes the win to win the championship.
Hill all over the place. This is going to be a photo finish, but unfortunately, Hill does take P2 with Jack P3. Sorry to Dobos for not seeing him cross the line there, but that battle was immense. We've got our very own Callum Jones coming back in P4. Congrats to Callum for it must be a bit of a miserable drive. I know what it's like driving a car you're maybe not 100% comfortable with on a track. You're not 100% comfortable with. It's not your fun and excitement, but at the end of the day, kudos to Callum for coming in P4. There was something I was going to say and I completely forgot what that could have been. As we see Sargison coming round the bus stop, Michaluk following him hot on his tail for everyone finishing. Amazing. Congratulations to Dobos. There's no way that could ever have been written into a script. Absolutely no way that could have been written by Hayden or myself for a finish. I'm still stunned about that crash. I genuinely am still stunned about the ferocity of it, about the closeness of it. Did it have to be? It is what it is at the end of the day. It's happened. These things happen. But huge congratulations to Dobos and Tempest for that P1 win. And Yeah, I hope you're enjoying the new overlay, by the way. I did a little touch up on the overlays today earlier on.
It looks good. Zach's back in. He's just gifted us 20 flaming hearts. He
Oh,
asked us
Zach.
if we set up a goal, and he set it up, and he's just absolutely smashed it in literally 30 seconds.
Thanks,
so,
Zach.
Absolutely legend. Zach, you're an absolute flipping legend. Magnus as well. Thank you for the gifts as well. So that wraps it up, really. I don't really know. I mean, it was sort of an anticlimax ending, really.
It was, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It had so many possibilities for the last half hour, and it went from exhilarating to watching Formula One. And I'm not taking anything away from the drivers. It's just everyone was end up spaced out. We always had a little bit of the controversy near the end, but kudos to the 91 team who, wow, they absolutely sacrificed a P2 position to make sure that any wrongs that may have happened were righted. So again, to Martin and the team, absolutely amazing. Thank you so much. Cheers. Good evening. How are you?
And sorry, Zach has just done another 30 footballs, and Magnussen has sent a treasure box with 20 coins in it. I'll be honest, I'm a bit of a TikTok boomer. I'm not going to lie. So I don't know what that means.
Are you playing a different game? Are you playing like some kind of survival game and folk are sending you things to survive?
They're still going. Magnus has just sent another one and another one. So yeah, this is just absolutely.
Thank you so
ridiculous.
much to you all. You are so very, very generous. Anything that's donated to us, whether it's a subscribe, a follow, a subscribe on Twitch, whether it's unicorns or fairy dust or whatever it is you send in TikTok, everything goes towards the running costs of this organisation. And we can't thank you enough for what you all do. You all spend your hard-earned money and watch us talk.
Yeah.
Well,
rubbish.
Well, I know, but I genuinely, I don't think we've been the same since that crash.
I'll be honest, I'm a bit gobsmacked, and I did post in Discord, basically saying, are the drivers okay, and so on and so forth, and I can see Frederick DeBauer just put on my way to the hospital. It was a ridiculous crash. Just for people dropping in late, Zach just asked the crash. I'm just going to quickly. I'm going to have to try and find the stream now, aren't I? At the time of the incident.
I'm just going back into the replay to look at it again. If that's what you were going to do. No.
Yeah. Well, obviously I'll do it on my end as well.
Yeah.
So if I try and find it, it must be here.
Sharwin, I appreciate you. Thank you so much for your very kind words. Right, highlights. 7 minutes of highlights. It feels like there's a lot more than that. But we will get to the said incident.
Here we go. I found it. Oh God.
Yeah.
If I look at it now, it's just insane. So I obviously click on the links. Click for links coins is in chest 1 minute.
Right, let me go back here. So this is us showing a replay of what happened. In fact, it might actually be the lap after this because... No, is this...
It was on lap 28.
28, okay, so it's this one here.
Yeah.
So we're following on board. Let's do a... Okay, so side by side, coming down, pretty much mirror to mirror. A little bit of a bump. I don't know what that was about. So let's slow this down to half speed. Now, at the moment, there's the oversteer. Oh, I'm wrong. I am absolutely wrong.
First time this year?
First time since we started streaming tonight. So
I'm going to react to it as well.
I'm not going to say anything until you see it.
Okay. So yeah, the Porsche does get a much better exit, and he's alongside at this rate. Guys, stop hitting the goal. I feel like I'm... Thank you so much, Zach, again. So the Porsche is... Oh...
That's yes.
I don't really know how to... Yeah.
Okay. My point of view, and I'm actually going outside the car this time to have a look. I think the 296 clipped the back of the Porsche. Now, you're not going to see better camera angles in Formula 1 than this. Yep. So the Porsche had to touch his brakes because I think he was worried he was going to end up wiping out the 296. But the 296 wipes the back bumper of the Porsche, which sends him off.
Oh, guys.
I'm still surprised. Although, is it the slightest of touches? It hasn't recorded it.
It's minuscule of it. I'm literally... So I'm not sure how much the guys can see on my stream, but... Oh, I'm going the wrong way. Oh, it is. There is like the tiniest of touches.
It's like... Yeah. But it's enough.
It's the fins on the Ferrari that clips the rear of the Porsche. And that's enough. That's enough
send them
to send
into
it
the
around.
Shadow Realm.
Yeah. So that is the Porsche had the move, had the position. The Ferrari tried. Yeah, so you're 100% right. The Porsche had to lift because if I look at the telemetry, obviously I've slowed it right down, but yeah, the Porsche's alongside the Ferrari's on half throttle going up Eau Rouge, which is really, really tricky in its own regard.
So there's a contact between the two of them. Actually, it's more than just the fins.
I mean, I could only see fins, but...
So, I don't know if you can see the stream just now.
1 sec.
Do you want a steward's insight?
Well, yeah, what was your initial reaction?
Initially, we thought the Ferrari had spun the Porsche round, but
Alright.
turns out, basically, you can see as the Porsche enters, I think it's Eau Rouge or Radion, whatever one comes first, he kind of bottoms out, and the back starts to slide.
Yeah.
He starts to, I think he taps the brake.
Yep.
But the car is going round, and the Ferrari just kind of helps it a little bit. It's not the Ferrari's fault. The Ferrari's got no time to react to that.
There's no time to react. No. What, should he have been that close in the first place? Like, there's
nothing, there's no rules saying you can't...
No, I know.
Rouge, but...
Yeah, I know. Personally, for me, and I'm not as fast as them, probably not as skilled as them, but I would have backed out if I was a 296. Because the Porsche would have ended up spinning anyway. I know hindsight's 2020, but even if a Porsche didn't spin out, you're so close still behind it to then take it on at the next. But, like, there's a huge chunk of bumper in the back end of the Porsche.
Yeah.
It's like eating the tyre, which then causes
By
it
that
to spin.
time, the Porsche's already round.
No, Porsche's only now going off the track.
No, I mean, sorry, the Porsche's already lost control.
Yes, yeah. I mean, it's a mighty, like... even where I've stopped it at the moment, like... How do you explain that, right? How do you explain these two cars are trying to mate like two jungle animals? Look at that! Like, that has got to be a meme. That has got to be a meme.
That is a meme. Unfortunately, I do need to disappear because it's my son's birthday tomorrow. And
No, that's fine. I don't think we've got any... We don't have any drivers waiting, so... right, okay, well, I'm going to say very quickly... Thanks so much for all the love and support over all of the channels tonight. We'll be back tomorrow night, 7 PM till 9 PM British summertime with some mentoring Monday and Tuesday, but I'll also be on during the day, Monday and Tuesday, with some LFM daily races from Silverstone. So thank you very much from me, and I'm going to leave it to the boss man and Hayden to say goodbye.
Yeah, Dex, want to go first? I just want to say thanks very much, everyone. We'll be in touch with the winning team shortly once we've got everything clarified and all sorted out. But yeah, thank you everyone who's watched. Thanks everyone who participated. Thanks to all the GIFs on TikTok, on Twitch, YouTube, whatever it may well be. You guys are absolute freaking legends. So yeah, that's enough of my waffle. And have a fantastic rest of your evening and have a good week.
See you later. Bye-bye.